Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of January 27th through February 2nd. I just want to remind you guys that January is the last month that you can buy my personal one-on-one hour-long 2025 reading. In this reading, we'll go over all of the different areas of life for 2025, and I will channel in some messages from your past loved ones, ancestors, spirit guides, etc. So go get that now because it's only going to be available for the next couple of days. Depending on when you're watching this, it may already be unavailable. First card out for you is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Pisces, it feels like there was some sort of devastating loss. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, okay? Now, this isn't something that's going to happen. This is something that would have already happened. There was some sort of loss here. And it didn't just involve you. It may have involved someone else. The other person that may have been involved may be emotionally very distraught over it. And they may be expressing those emotions in a way that is not super healthy. Okay, so for example, if any of you recently have gone through a separation, a divorce, any sort of like job ending, like quitting, firing, etc., or maybe even a devastating loss within your relationship, or even like a death or something already happened. This is something, I'm not predicting it, it would have already happened. And there's someone else in your life whose emotions are quite strong about it still to this day. And I don't know, in an emotional sense, they may be acting very passive aggressive, or do you remember the phrase subtweeting, where people would like post things on social media without directly like adding someone, but clearly it's about them, or clearly it's passive aggressive, you know, that sort of stuff. There could be a little bit of that from that person, whoever it is. I know that's a really specific message, but that's what I'm seeing. We have the Star coming out, Pisces. Something feels like a dream come true, honestly. It feels like something that you wanted for a really long time. It's already surrounding you. It's already here. The manifestation is here, and you're just like in awe of it. Which is such a stark contrast to the message we just got. But I want to be clear here. This dream come true of yours is so bright and beautiful in comparison to what has recently ended. Does that make sense? Right next to that, we have the Hierophant. Absolutely. Some of you guys may be taking a traditional route with something. Some of you may be suggesting therapy or grief counseling if you're grieving. Or some of you may be taking a class in a certain skill that you're looking to develop. When I look at the Hierophant, I see taking the traditional path. And for others of you, if you are at a point in a romantic relationship where it feels like a dream come true, with the Hierophant here, I'm seeing lots of thoughts of marriage. Lots of thoughts of just, walking down the aisle with that person. So it is very traditional. And if any of you are in love, it feels like the type of love where you just want that normal vision of what love looks like. Even if you're not, quote unquote, a normal person, or with many regards in life, you do not take the traditional path. There's something about this that just, even though it may be stereotypical with what everyone else wants, it's somehow, this manifestation found its way to you, whatever that may mean. I don't even know what we're talking about here. But yeah, there's something really beautiful here, Pisces. I see for a lot of you guys in the collective, not all of you, but like I said, thoughts of marriage are very strong, dream come true, and taking the traditional path of learning or developing or growing, and when I mean traditional, I mean like, what society tells us to do, go to school, start a career, meet someone, marry that person, buy a house, pop out some children, etc. That's the stereotypical path in life. And you may have always rejected that. But the funny thing is, sometimes there's random people or events that take place or unfold, and you may actually find yourself wanting those things now quicker than you even realize. We have the Page of Wands coming out in reverse right underneath that 10 of Swords reverse. Again, this over here feels to be minor in comparison to this blessing that's in your life right now. However, I am seeing the presence of someone who is acting a little bit childish here. You know, they don't feel the warmth, the love of your affection. They're really needy. They're really needing you. They're really just... This could be somebody who maybe takes you for granted or has taken you for granted in the past. Okay, they may have played these games of hot and cold or just mistreated you in a certain way in general. And so you may have set boundaries with this person, or, you know, you're just taking time for yourself, enjoying your light, your blessings. This person may be acting up, maybe acting out. Right next to that Page of Wands, we have the Four of Coins, stability. Holding on to what you want dearly. You know, it reminds me of that song that's real popular right now, Beautiful Things by, what's his name? Benson something or other. The song's called Beautiful Things. And basically it's about, it sounds like him basically praying, asking not to have his beautiful love and blessings taken away from him because he loves it so much and he just can't imagine losing it. You know, that's what I am feeling for you right now. It's like just wanting to safeguard and protect this at all costs. Protect the blessing that is in your life at all costs. And for a lot of you guys, this is love. If it's not love, this could also be a beautiful career that you've cultivated for yourself. It could be a pregnancy that you have. It could be a child, or even a pet, or a home, or something that, whatever is like heavily on your mind right now, that you're extra like heart overflowing with love towards this person, place, or thing. That's what we're talking about. And then final card out, we have the Six of Cups. There's a desire here to grow old with someone, or to have this blessing grow and move with you. You're grasping at a feeling that you never want to leave you. You are wanting to keep up this big spark that's in your life. So, for example, if this is in career, you may have recently had a spark of good energy and momentum there, and you're wanting to tend that fire and keep that spark going, because the feeling you get from this is so powerful. And especially if it's a relationship, you know, you may feel so intensely good right now about this relationship, and it may be asking yourself, like, how and what do I need to do to hold on to this feeling and never let it go? How do I tend this flame? How do I manage this flame? And that's a perspective that I think more people in love should have. You know, the spark isn't going to last if you don't tend to the flame. It's like a literal bonfire. If any of you have ever started a fire before, you know, you have to get the kindling, you have to set it up nice and right, and then once that flame gets going, you have to tend to that fire. You can't just walk away and expect it to keep going. You have to keep adding sticks and logs and more kindling and air and all the right ingredients to keep that flame going. And relationships and momentum in life are very much the same thing. Your home, your car, same thing. You have to keep tending to the maintenance of that to make sure it's running smoothly. And that very first feeling you got when you received that thing, you have to keep that going. Same thing with clothes even. You know, you get a nice crisp white shirt that you feel confident in, you feel good in that white t-shirt, and you put it in the wash, you do your wash all sorts of wrong, you put it in with a bunch of reds, that thing's gonna turn pink. You're not gonna get the same feeling out of it because it's not as crisp anymore. And it's like, if you manage and maintain it well and the way in which it needs to be taken care of, you will always get that same feeling every time you wear that shirt, if you take care of it well. You know, if you just don't care and do it any which way and are lazy with it, lazy about it, it's not going to keep the spark. And so this week, I'm seeing on your mind, you're like coming up with ways like, how can I tend this flame? How can I keep the spark going? Which is so beautiful. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Pisces, definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.